What if I told you that being perfect is actually the fastest way to fail? We are taught to aim for the best, but the sad truth is, perfectionism is not quality. Perfectionism is fear. It is a poison that kills your creativity before it's even born. Elena was just like you. She was a brilliant painter, but her studio was a graveyard of unfinished dreams. Her room was full of canvases that no one ever saw. Why? Because Elena was terrified of making a mistake. But one day, an old man told her a secret that changed everything. This story is a mirror of your life today. If you have big talent but you are still stuck in the same place, stay with me until the end. We are going to break the invisible chains of perfectionism once and for all. Elena believed that art meant perfection. She spent months painting just one tiny shadow. She stayed awake all night, staring at colors with a magnifying glass. She thought she was finding the truth, but she was only losing her soul. But here was the problem. The more she looked, the more wrong she saw. Perfectionism was like a broken mirror that only showed her ugly things. She was trapped in the all-or-nothing cage. Either it's the best or it's nothing. Slowly, her passion became a phobia. Elena became afraid to even touch her brush. Every white canvas looked like a cruel judge, waiting to laugh at her mistakes. Anxiety replaced the joy of creating. She didn't realize that every time she erased her work, she was erasing her own heart. Time was slipping through her fingers like sand. Elena was still standing at the starting line, waiting for a miracle that never arrived. One evening, her grandfather, a wise old carpenter, walked into her studio. He looked at the empty, unfinished canvases and whispered, "Elena, do you know why my chairs last for 100 years? Because I am not afraid of the wood." He continued, "I know when to stop. If you try to make the wood so smooth that every line disappears, you will have no wood left. You are killing the heart of your art just to make it perfect." The old man reminded her that cracks are where the light enters. He said, "A simple, imperfect table where a family eats is worth more than a pile of perfect sawdust that was supposed to be a masterpiece." "Elena," he said, "life flows in the cracks, not on plastic surfaces. Your painting should look like you, with your shaking hands and your beautiful mistakes. That is what we call the human signature." Elena looked at her wounded paintings. She finally saw it. The fear of what others think had paralyzed her. She was chasing a dream that didn't exist. That night, she decided to be brave enough to be bad. She took a small canvas and made a promise. "You only have 30 minutes. She made a rule that made her heart race. No eraser, no fixing. Every mistake she made had to stay and become part of the story. The brush began to dance. Her mind was screaming, "This is crooked. This color is a disaster." But Elena did not stop. She learned to flow with her mistakes instead of fighting them. She was learning to play again. When the timer rang, the painting was full of errors. The lines were messy and the colors were wild. But for the first time in years, Elena could breathe. She finished the piece of work, and that was her greatest victory. Now let's learn how to escape your prison. Step 1 is the ugly first version rule. Remember, perfectionism is just a fancy name for procrastination. We don't start because we are afraid, and that is how we lie to ourselves. Step 2. Set a ruthless time limit. Perfectionism loves wasted time. Without a deadline, your brain will drown in small details. Put a timer on your desk. When the time is up, the work is done. Step 3. Lower your standards so you can move. Surprised? Yes. To start a big journey, don't look at the peak. Just look at your next step. Perfectionism says all or nothing, but success says step by step. Research shows that perfectionists actually achieve success slower because they gain less experience. They are afraid to fail, but failure is the fastest teacher. Give yourself permission to be a messy beginner. In the age of AI, where everything can be perfect, the value of your work is in its humanity. Your mistakes are the soul of your work. Don't hide your flaws. They are your unique signature. Finally, the big day came. Elena had her first exhibition. The painting that everyone loved most was that 30-minute messy work. People said it felt alive. They saw courage in the rough layers of paint. Elena realized that perfection is found in finishing, not in being flawless. Freedom isn't about being careless. It's about having the courage to face reality and keep moving. She was finally a real artist. Now, my friend, it's your turn. Which idea did you kill today because it wasn't perfect yet? What step are you afraid to take? Go to it right now. Spend just 10 minutes on it. The world needs your work, not your excuses. If this video helped you break a little bit of that pressure, then we reached our goal. Perfectionism is an invisible prison, but you hold the key. You are enough, even with all your mistakes. Tell me your story in the comments. How do you fight perfectionism? Subscribe to join our journey of growth. In the next video, we will talk about overcoming the fear of judgment. Until then, be free and start creating. Goodbye.